Deep in the heart of Texas, the crowd is ready inside the Alamo Dome as Week 1 continues with a Saturday noon kickoff in San Antonio. UTSA opens its 2026 season against FCS Midwest, aka UT Rio Grande Valley, looking to build on last year's successful 7-6 campaign that ended with a First Responder Bowl victory over Florida International. The Roadrunners return an experienced offense led by senior quarterback Owen McCown, while preseason second-team All-American Conference sophomore running back Will Henderson III gives UTSA one of the league's brightest young stars in the backfield. UTRGV/FCS Midwest makes the short trip across South Texas hoping to play the role of spoiler, but the Roadrunners have their sights set on another postseason run. Inside the Dome, weather won't be a factor, only the action on the field. UT Rio Grande Valley/FCS Midwest and UTSA are ready to kick it off, coming up next.
San Antonio, Texas, and the Alamo Dome. Saturday afternoon's the perfect setting for a game like this. It's the Thunderbirds and the UTSA Roadrunners. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
I caught up with the Thunderbirds head coach. He is very concerned about this crowd. It is a tough place to play, and with this home crowd, he knows that this is going to be one of their biggest challenges so far of the season. Can they get an upset on the road with this crowd noise, with this environment? He says his team has to stay locked in and focused to make it happen on the road today. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Thunderbirds kickoff unit is ready, and so is this home crowd. They've been waiting on the season, and here we go. Coming out with it, it's Anderson. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So UTSA's offense will have the football first. And here comes the sophomore running back. He has become a key piece of this offense. Bunch formation for these receivers.
Well, he's a very special talent at running back, and in the future, it'll be interesting to see if he sticks around. Obviously, it's a long season, a long way to go. He's got a lot of ability. He's got speed, he can break tackles, he can catch the football. No question this year, this guy is going to be the whole key to the offense.
He is, and I tell you what, to watching this matchup with...
Makes the catch, and he's free. Just keeps moving. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. And it's the Roadrunners moving quickly to the line.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo.
Oh, he's got some space.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And he'll be brought down. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on third and short from the 49. They'll try to run for it. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. And the Roadrunners are rolling down the field. Takes the handoff. It's Henderson. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. You just hope this turns out not to be too serious. First quarter, game one. It's tough to take an injury this early. Running inside, it's Henderson. He breaks a tackle. Past the 30. Flying out to the left. Touchdown, UTSA! This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off erases some angles and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now on this defense to tackle.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Now the Thunderbirds offense will now get its first chance with the football. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him, and I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing, proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Jackson will throw. He wants to go deep. Pulls it in down the middle. Completely shot a bolt of energy into this drive. Inside the 40, finally stopped at the 39.
Well, it's the first 3rd down of the game. You can't execute it any better than that. Really nice job in protection. Good job by the QB finding the open man. Nice route, and it's an explosive play early for this offense.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. And it's the Thunderbirds racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Looking to throw. Makes the grab. Turning it on. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. The Thunderbirds go back to work after moving the chains through the air.
And you don't see that often where you're running a screen and you're featuring the running back and setting it up, but you go elsewhere. It's a nice job by the offense, nice job by the quarterback in particular, seeing the defense, saying, I can make a play somewhere else, and he goes and does it.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Ball's at the 24, a lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. Sweet cut there. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. And it's the Thunderbirds come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He's got it and still on his feet. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Thunderbirds!
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they did tack on the extra point. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finished it off with the score from the 4. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Roadrunner offense on its way out there to open this drive. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
He now has 63 yards rushing in the early going, and he is making an impact in the first game of the season. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give to the back. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Keeps it on the option. They'll give him 3 yards on the play. It's 3rd and 7. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Looking for a man. It's McCown. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. The Roadrunners will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he'd hoped to pin him deep. Instead, it will be a touchback. So the Thunderbirds offense is out on the field and ready to attack. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got a man. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. The Thunderbirds headed quickly to the line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They've got him spread out on 2nd and 7, 2 wide out to either side.
And, man, you got to love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the run.
There he goes. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down. They want to get this defense on its heels.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And, listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Finds his man. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. And it's the Thunderbirds come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. 4 wide out set, 3 of them to the left on 2nd and 10. Got it in the middle. It's Jefferson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. The Thunderbirds will try to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Grab behind the line. It's Hardy. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Got his man in the middle. He stopped a little bit short. They'll mark it at the 38. It's 4th down. Oh, did he unload on that? It's like there's helium in that one. And it looks as if this one's going to carry into the end zone for a touchback. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. The give out of the gun. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. And it's the Thunderbirds want to move quickly. Jackson gonna throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Dorsett. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. The Thunderbirds decide to punt it away. Here's the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. UTSA taking over and the offense heads out to the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Crosses the 45. He's now up to 83 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. They'll give it to the transfer. First carry. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And it's the Roadrunners come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Fires on the move. Finds a man on the left. And what a throw to get it in there. They've got it in business in the red zone at the 13. From the gun to give, looking for room. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. They'll go right back to the run. Got a little grass. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll try to get it in with the run. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. It'll be a draw. Stopped again, and at least they made it back to the line of scrimmage this time. After this long of a drive, you have to cap it off with a touchdown, and here comes 3rd and goal. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And the offense, man, he couldn't find anybody open. Like, somebody's got to create some separation, or what do? How about I throw a jump ball to one of my big receivers out wide that can go up and dunk on somebody's head and catch the football? Maybe find my big playmakers and try to force them the ball down here in the red zone.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. He splits the uprights. And with that, they've taken the lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Thunderbirds offense is out on the field and ready to attack. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. That keeps the running game churning. Pickup of 5 to the 23. And it's the Thunderbirds who are in the hurry-up.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very...
Breaks into the open. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Jackson will throw. Bringing the heat. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. He lobs one high down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Thunderbirds will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
Hey, and I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Wide receiver comes in motion. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. And the Roadrunners will punt it away on 4th down. He'll try to really get into this one. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. So the Thunderbirds offense is out on the field and ready to attack. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Good blocking, good running, pickup of 6 out to the 30. Jackson gonna throw it. Quarterback adapting. He slides past the 1st down marker, and he'll convert that 3rd and long. And it's the Thunderbirds will hustle to the line.
And on the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the 1st down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
Right back to the well. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over, a chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for 2nd down. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Oh, he didn't get past the marker before starting his slide, and now it's 4th down. The Thunderbirds send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. And they'll keep it away from the return man as the punt goes out of bounds. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Caught behind the line. It's Wilson. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Pinned just inside their own 20. They need to convert on 3rd and short. Back to pass, it's McCown. Turns it loose deep. Makes a deep grab. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. The Roadrunners come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And some offenses you'll see, they'll get conservative right before the half, especially with the lead. Take it to the half, and you know you're in good shape. I love it with this.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They've got the screen set up. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on fourth down. It's third and long from the 45. Got it. He's going to come up just a bit short. It'll bring up fourth down from the 43.
Now, a fourth down.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We get right to it with Indiana taking on the North Texas Mean Green. And it's the Hoosiers engaging in some real trench warfare today. Inches are hard to come by, let alone first downs. A tight tactical game where just about anything could happen. And as we check in on these notable matchups this week, we're reminded of just how meaningful every week in college football truly is. Back now to your game inside the Alamo Dome. And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see two offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have told the story. A throwback to the halcyon days of 3 yards and a cloud of dust.
And it's the Roadrunners. We'll kick it off to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Thunderbirds offense is out on the field and ready to attack. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. And it's the Thunderbirds want to pick up the tempo. Jackson will throw.
And this offense.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And defensive coaches talk about it all the time. Winning first down. And what that does for a defense, they win first down, they force second and long, they're ready for it. Nice job rushing the passer, getting the sack, and now putting them in an even more predictable situation. Third and forever. Great job by this defense.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Thunderbirds line up to punt it away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. Got it behind the line. It's Wilson. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. And the Roadrunners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Just a little off. Incomplete. It'll be third and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got his man. Oh, he's got some space. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. The play action fake. Wilson open on the right side. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down. Hand off from the shotgun. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. The defense coming up big there. The sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's McCown. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run. The Roadrunners are threatening on 1st and goal. He's got the tight end. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Complete. And that one did not work. Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Wants to throw again. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. They double their lead up to 6 here in the 3rd quarter. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. So the Thunderbirds offense is out on the field and ready to attack. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a 1st down. Oh, and here they go again. 1st down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. And it's the Thunderbirds come to the line in the hurry-up. Jackson gonna throw it. Buys a little extra time. And the quarterback goes down, but there is a penalty marker right at the line of scrimmage, and this may go against the defense.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it right at midfield.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the 1st down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Off the play fake. They're working that left side. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they'll mark it at the 37. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. The Thunderbirds will snap it on 1st and 10. The give on the inside. Got enough for the 1st. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And it's the Thunderbirds back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game.
Really put an offensive possession together here that's...
Here's a little room there. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. The Thunderbirds have it in scoring position on first and goal. On target. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll take it himself. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And they'll have to be very judicious as they only have 1 timeout remaining. On third and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. Good, right down the boulevard. The lead is down to a field goal. And he'll bring it back. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Roadrunner offense on its way out there to open this drive. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Turning it on! Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
And he'll be hit immediately. No gain on the play. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking downfield, it's McCown. Throws to the tight end. Got it in the middle. It's Campbell. Flying down the left side. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Roadrunners!
How about him? Nice job catching the football and then turn it into a playmaker. Turn it into a small, wide receiver. The tight end shows off the ability to run after the catch, make a big play, and get the big touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score coming on the touchdown pass from 55 yards out. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. It's complete to the left. He works his way to the 21-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. And it's the Thunderbirds who will punt this one away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Makes a nice grab at the 25. Makes a move. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's McCown. A little screen to the running back. They get in the backfield and make the play, and that's how they'll finish off this third period. If you like old-school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who start through the first 3 periods. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Motion from the wide receiver. Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. They're going to run it. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll go to work in the air on second down. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, UT San Antonio.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Thunderbirds offense is out on the field and ready to attack. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. He's into the open down the middle. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Thunderbirds!
And that is exactly what this offense needs, man. They need that clock to stop. They need to make big plays and score. Their defense needs to join the party, get some stops, and the passing game continue to be hot, and they might get back in this football game.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. UTSA taking over and the offense heads out to the field. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. He leaves it with his back, and they swarm him under. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking downfield, it's McCown. Throws to the wideout. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. Big play on the catch. It'll be enough to move the change, but there is a man still down on the field. And it's the Roadrunners. Have it with a 1st and 10. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Wilson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And the Roadrunners come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Looking to throw again. It's complete on the right side. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down. The Roadrunners are flying down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle, it's Hardy. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They're going to run it. Maybe some room here. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. They'll move the wide receiver. Caught on the left side by Wilson. Could not make his way to the corner. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. There's never a good time for it, but man, do you hate to see it in the first game of the season. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Lets it fly. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Roadrunners. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
This is a receiver that is so good at running routes. You never know which way he's going to go at the top of his route because he doesn't peek. He doesn't telegraph where he's going. The timing on corner routes is so important, and the quarterback did a nice job getting it out early so his receiver can make the catch and then take it into the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he makes the extra point. So an 82-yard drive there. And they top it off with a 31-yard toss for 6. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So the Thunderbirds offense is out on the field and ready to attack. Just a short pass to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved him forward just a few. The Thunderbirds want to crank the tempo.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball on the field, break some tackles, hit some home runs, down 3 possessions in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to do everything right.
Jackson will throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That appears to be their junior starting wide receiver, someone they obviously do not want to lose. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his situation. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires left. It's caught downfield. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
He'll be knocked down, but not before doling out some punishment and getting 7.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And it's the Thunderbirds pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. From the gun, the ground game. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, first down and more. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
At the 11-yard line. And that's a first down for the offense.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Jackson gonna throw it. Makes a grab. And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short. The Thunderbirds have it with a first and goal. He'll pull it on the read to the left. Touchdown, Thunderbirds! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, it's so nice to have an offense that can do so many different things and attack you different ways. When you run the option the normal way with a running back, the defense knows how to play it. But how about this? The receiver out wide, now a little confusion. QB takes advantage and punches it in for 6.
And he tacks on the extra point. That is what... Say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Fires to the big fella. Good, solid tackle. And after that last one, perhaps the emphasis should be on forward pass on second down. Hard-hitting tackle. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. All down at the 31-yard line, and that's where this offense will go to work.
Well, this offense really felt coming into today that they were going to have to throw the football. And for the most part, David, this quarterback has been lights out. That time, though, he lets it get away from him a little bit, and that was a critical INT for the defense and their confidence.
They needed something, man. They've given up a lot of yards, and that's the thing about the defense. Just sometimes it can change in one play. They make the interception, they force the turnover, and hopefully, for their sake, maybe get in the quarterback's head just a little bit.
Jackson will throw. Rushes on him. He'll throw it. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And it's the Thunderbirds in the hurry-up. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Pucks it out of the air, fighting off the defender. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down. The Thunderbirds come to the line with a new set of downs. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get to 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
And that's exactly what this defense needs to do. The clock is your friend. Try to keep them in bounds. No big plays, and let that clock just tick.
He slides down, and he's got enough to convert the 2nd and short. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. From the gun. Here's the pressure. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Pulls it on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. Jackson gonna throw it. Oh, they're after him. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It is perfect. This is now a 7-point game.
Nice job making that field goal. You're down a possession here late in the game. You've got 2 timeouts in your back pocket. Do you trust your defense to be able to go out, get a stop, and get you the football back for one final shot? We're going to see.
First down here as we dive into the college football season. A week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. And it's the Roadrunners with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Could be an alley. Oh, he got loose. Touchdown, UTSA. And they take it in for 6 more points.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, meet, coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. And he takes this from inside the 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They don't fall for the screen. Great job retracing and stopping him at the line of scrimmage.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
Jackson will throw. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He'll pull it down. Keeps it and gets the 1st down. Quarterback slides, and that is a punch to the gut to any defense to let a quarterback get out and move the sticks there. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pressure coming. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. And it's the Thunderbirds moving quickly to the line. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. He's taking a deep shot. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Defense making the play. Hey, never hurts to pad the stats on D either, right? And they'll be able to run out the clock. A strong, methodical, workman-like effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.
So what a 4th quarter that was. Texas San Antonio outscores FCS Midwest and wins. Taking a quick look, we only have 30 seconds here. Owen McCown finishes 31 of 39 for 322 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. And the starting running back, Will Henderson III, was injured for a lot of the mid portion of the game. He did finally come back. He ends up with 11 carries for 126 yards and 2 touchdowns. Let's see if we can get the headline real quick before this cuts out in 9 seconds. It's going to be tight. I'm going to have to read it quick. But Texas San Antonio goes to 1-0 in 2026, gets the win over